Good afternoon, Insta Nation. ¿Cómo están? Espero que estén bien. It is 3:10 p.m. Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. Instacart plus Gigs Tetris channel. Gary G to the Mo, La Cabra. El que la prende. I want to apologize because I was actually going to do an entire day play-by-play batch along, but so many things have happened that I just didn't have it in me. So we're gonna at least make a couple of videos of what's happened today, and we're gonna start with this one. I want to bring it up to you, how to handle it, what to do, suggestions, tips, and I want comments from you guys as well. Oh, what just happened to me? Well, my account got suspended temporarily under review. The reason being is I contacted chat support and they actually suspended my account while I was in the middle of another batch. I got an email as I was batching and I contacted them immediately to find out what was going on. Well, they suspended my account because this morning I took at 7 a.m. I took a $27 order flat tip. Tip's not going to change. You're going to get paid the same, right? And the problem was that the order was 10 items, and 6 of the items before I even started the batch were not. I looked at it and I went to the deli because I know the deli at this location does not open at 7 a.m. It opens like at 7:30. It was 6:55, I believe, when I got the order. I went over there, talked to Cesar to see what time they would open, or to see if he could go back there and give me the 3 deli items. Well, he said, nope, they won't come out probably till 7:30. So what I did, I sent a message, the right thing, I think, right? I sent a message to the customer saying that the deli won't be open until like 30-45 minutes. He didn't respond. I also sent pictures of other 3 items that he wanted. He wanted the Reds brand burritos. He wanted the turkey, steak and egg, and another one. Well, they only had 1, so we were looking already at 5 or 6 refunds already. I hadn't started the batch, and I said, you know what? I mean, I could have been greedy and just grabbed the other 5 items, whatever was in stock, right? And collect my 27. I did send pictures to the chat before starting the order, and I sent a picture of the actual deli counter, so he actually sees that there's nothing there, that I'm not making it up. I did the right thing. And again, I could have been greedy and just refund, and bring 4 items. I just didn't think it was the right thing to do. I decided to call the customer because he was not responding through the chat. And he answered. I said, listen, I'm sorry, man. You probably may want just to reschedule this delivery until after like 10 o'clock. Again, it was 7 o'clock. I said, you probably just want to reschedule. They don't have, deli stuff's not ready. You wanted 3 deli items. And the burritos, Adolfo, the guy in charge of that area, he said that the truck would be in later. So you probably just want to reschedule the order. So me trying to do the right thing for this customer, because he also could have reduced the tip. I know flat tips, usually they don't reduce the tip, but it's happened to me before when it's orders such small, only limited amount of items, 6 or 7 items, is they don't have 3 or 4 in stock. The customer will drop that flat tip, obviously. So I didn't want to take that chance either. So I contacted, I said, you need to call to cancel. I can't cancel for you. He was very thankful. He said, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I want to wait until I get my deli items. It was like tuna salad, a pound of egg salad, and some other salad, crunchy kale or something like that. So he proceeded to, I started the batch, and by then all those pictures were already in the chat. But I told him through the phone too that he needed to go to the chat and ask to cancel the order. I don't know if this ever happened to you when you have an order with 1 item and there's no stock, and you call, you refund it, but the app actually tells you to cancel the order, but you can't. You have to call chat support, and the chat agent will usually tell you, can you make sure they'll text you through the app saying that they want to cancel. So that's exactly what I did, remembering what happened about 3-4 weeks ago. And after we hung up. He went ahead and sent me a message through the chat to record it, right, the transcript, and he asked for the order to be canceled. I said, okay, you need to call this number, 888-246-7822. Remember that, guys, 888-246-7822. So he went ahead and canceled I was waiting for him to cancel the order. In the same token, I contacted chat support, letting them know that the customer is going to cancel the order. They usually won't cancel it, just me calling, but I still do that anyways. At the time that the customer is canceling, I also contact chat support. So they went ahead, I looked at the app, and boom, they removed the order. I'm like, perfect. I was concerned because at that time I hadn't had a batch, and that was the first batch, and batches started to come out. I'm like, I hope they hurry up and remove this from the queue so I can, from my app, so I can go back to seeing orders. I don't want to miss out on a good order. So the order was canceled, it was removed, it disappeared. I got paid like $7 for it. I didn't care for that. I was just more concerned at that time, at that point. I just wanted to see orders. And like, hurry up, close the app, close the order. Now I got a second order, in which we're gonna talk about on another video. This order was crazy. In the middle of that order, which is rare, I got an email. Came up on my phone, the notification saying that your account is suspended temporarily due to suspicious activity. So obviously I start stressing out, like, what? I thought the reason why they put it on suspicious because the order that I was doing, it was huge. I'm gonna talk about that order on another video. It was huge enough that you could only do at CVS 150 items, and then the system won't let you scan more. It was more than 150 items. So I had to pay for the first time, and then we had to pay and scan the rest of the stuff. Right when I paid, that's when I got that email. I'm like, uh-oh, this is probably a fraudulent account. So I contacted them saying to confirm that this is not a fraudulent account, because it was a lot of items. So I don't want to disclose too much of the batch, because it's gonna be again in another video. And that's the reason why I thought they had to put my account in suspension. Now the weird thing is they suspended my account. I got the email, but I was still doing that order. Normally, the times that they put my account on hold like that for review is after I have finished an order, which that was weird. So I ended up proceeding. I contacted chat support, and they say, no, it's because your previous order, you had it canceled. I said, well, look at the chat. He said, I'm sorry, your account's got to be suspended till 5 p.m., 5:05 p.m. So I'm like, great. I went ahead and I was hoping, I'm like, I hope they don't stop the second transaction that I have to do for this huge order. But it went through, the cart went through. It took me a few trips to the vehicle to load it up. And my account was, after delivery, it was, I refreshed, and it was suspended until 5:05. They had to review the account. So I went home for a couple hours. It's 3 o'clock right now. Yeah, I went home for like 2 hours. And I'm like, I'm just gonna let it be. I was kind of worried about it, because even though you know you did the right thing, everything's in the chat. They can see the picture. They can probably see that I called the customer. You still worry about it because it's an automated system. And you guys know how that works with Instacart. Whenever they deactivate you, they just deactivate you. And to get reactivated, it could take months. So I went home about 2:15. I heard a ping on my phone, like, oh, okay, that's Instacart, because my Instacart phone only has an Instacart app, and that's it. That's the only notification I would hear, or an email, right? So I went ahead and looked at my phone, and it said I got a notification for the email saying that your account has been reviewed and you can go back now to do orders. So I was like, oh. So I got out of the house an hour ago, yeah, basically. And I got a minute out of my house, drove out west on Victory Boulevard, boom, and they rewarded me with this order, which is a $61 triple, 9 miles, but I'll take it. It was only 17 items for Target, and it's only been an hour, and I probably got another 5 miles on the triple order. Customer B was 1 item, customer C was 1 item, customer A was 14 or 15 items. So my point is, when you have situations like this, protect yourself. I'm sure they looked at the chat, they looked at the pictures, they looked that I made an effort to see if the guy would respond for replacements. And I took a picture of the deli, the counter, which was empty. None of the big plates of the salads were there. So make sure when this happens to you, when you have to refund an item, let's say it's a customer just orders one item and you have to refund it, you follow the protocol. I think the fact that I show all those pictures, I think that it made it for them to reactivate my account quicker. It was going to be activated at 5 if they figured, they took a decision that I didn't do anything shady, because they can also look at it as if I was refunding just to get the pay, which doesn't make sense. It was a $27 batch with a $20 flat tip. I could have refunded all those 5 items and bring in 5 items and maybe get paid $27 flat tip, or maybe he could have also reduced the tip because he didn't get these 5 items. But try to do the right thing. Most importantly, cover yourself, take as many pictures as you need. So if your account goes under review, they look at everything that happened through the chat. Like I just mentioned earlier, everything was there, the pictures, the communication, the customer texting that he wants the order to be canceled. Make sure you guys tell the customer to do that, to put it to the chat. You want to record it so you come out with a happy ending like I just did, and I just got rewarded with a $61 badge. All right, modo cabra.